I've been saying Crawford by stoppage.
By stoppage?
Yeah.
Crawford stoppage?
Yes, Chair.
You truly believe that could happen?
Yeah.
I like that fight.
Why not?
I don't like that fight. It's just too much weight.
Canelo versus Terence Crawford. That's coming up.
Yes.
Who you got your money on?
Crawford. Because he's black.
Go with the black guy.
Of course.
Just shock. That's the only way to describe it when two Brownsville, Brooklyn legends, Iron Mike Tyson and Shannon the Cannon Briggs, went head-to-head in a heated debate over the fight everyone's talking about. Picture it. Two men who fought at the highest level, who know the sweet science inside out, staring down the question of whether Terence Bud Crawford can topple the great Canelo Alvarez.
You know, and he had a close fight with the last guy he fought, Terence, because this guy was big and he was awkward. He was really awkward. He shouldn't have fought that guy. He should have fought a guy that was just come straight at him. The guy was too awkward.
He's herky-jerky. Yeah.
One of them.
Yeah.
See, there's it's a missing art.
Tyson, the former undisputed heavyweight king, flat out dismissed the idea, claiming Crawford's too small, that the matchup is a physical mismatch from the jump. But Briggs, he didn't just say Crawford could win. He doubled down, predicting the unthinkable, Canelo's first stoppage loss in his entire career. And the stage, even bigger than the debate.
Yeah, I've been saying it for months, since way back now.
What makes you think that? Because Canelo has got, from what I can see, one of the best chins in boxing.
Because sometimes you get a Usyk. I think Terence Crawford is like Usyk. He can fight both ways. He gets stronger as the fight goes on. He wants to prove something. I'm not biased because of this. I mean, I met him when he was 12 years old, came to my gym, seen him train, and then 12 years old.
Really?
September 13th, Allegiant Stadium, Las Vegas. 54,000 seats on sale. And in just 2 weeks, 52,000 were gone. Now, sold out. This isn't just a fight. It's an event the boxing world will be talking about for decades. And what Briggs said next sent shockwaves through the boxing world.
And I can see something in his eyes that I seen him in Turkey the other day, and I said, I still see that in your eyes. There's something in there that says, yo, I want to prove something. And that's the best thing in the world, champ. We're going to see it. I could be wrong. He could get stopped. You know what I'm saying? But I think he's going to stop him because Canelo good. But it's time. It's time for something else now. Now listen to me. I'm not great at predictions. I'll say that right. That's why I don't gamble. The champ don't do no crime, and the champ don't gamble, because I suck.
Shannon the Cannon isn't one for half measures, and his prediction proves it. He's a firm believer in the old school mantra, styles make fights. And in his eyes, Crawford's style isn't just competitive with Canelo's. It's tailor-made to beat him. Forget the talk about size, Briggs says. This isn't a brawl between weight classes. It's a chess match, and Crawford's the grand master. The footwork, the switching between orthodox and southpaw, the surgical counterpunching, Briggs believes these tools will slice right through Canelo's steady, pressure-forward style. And he's not hedging his bets.
Come on, get it! Yeah, 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 get it! Get it! Yeah, move out the way! 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 Yeah.
This isn't a points-win prediction. No, Briggs is calling for a stoppage. A brutal ending that would hand Canelo Alvarez the first knockout defeat of his career. That's not just bold, it's borderline outrageous. But standing in the opposite corner of opinion, Iron Mike Tyson had a very different take. Mike Tyson, never one to mince words, isn't buying a single piece of Briggs' argument. To him, this fight should never have been booked in the first place. His view, Crawford is stepping into a danger zone where skill alone can't save him. Tyson zeroed in on the size disparity, and not just on paper. He knows from experience that when the punches come from a naturally bigger man, they land differently. They hurt differently. He believes the gap between 147 pounds and 168 is more than just numbers on a scale. It's a chasm Crawford won't be able to cross. And Tyson's not being coy about it. He's on record saying there's not a snowball's chance in hell that Crawford walks out the winner. In his mind, this is a fight nobody asked for, and one that'll prove why boxing's weight divisions exist in the first place. Two legends, two completely different reads, and a fight that's already selling out arenas. For Terence Crawford, this isn't just another title shot. It's the kind of career gamble that either cements a legacy or leaves a scar. He's moving up from welterweight, where he ruled as undisputed champion at 147 pounds, straight to super middleweight at 168. That's a leap most fighters wouldn't dare to take without a tune-up fight.
Crawford is a very skilled. Listen, they're both skilled fighters.
Yeah.
But I'm dead ass gonna just in that type of situation. Yeah, I'm going with the black dude. I'm going with the black American dude. You know what I mean?
But Crawford's skipping that safety net entirely. Since dismantling Errol Spence Jr. in July 2023, Crawford has fought only once in August 2024 against Israel Madrimov, where he claimed a belt in his fourth weight class. 2 fights in 2 years, and now he's aiming at one of the most decorated fighters of his generation.
It was a draw. But no, I think Crawford, he got what it takes, man. If he fights a technical fight and don't try to slug it out with a Canelo, because Canelo is just a naturally just big, strong dude,
stocky.
But if he hit and move and do that finesse black shit that we do, he definitely could whoop his ass.
The doubters are loud, but that might just fuel him. At 5'8" with a 74-inch reach, Crawford actually has a slight height and reach edge over the 5'7", 70-inch Canelo. And with his switch-hitting arsenal, seamlessly moving between southpaw and orthodox, he brings unpredictability that's rattled even elite opponents.
What you got? Yeah. 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 What you got? Yeah.
This isn't just about weight. It's about proving that skill, timing, and fight IQ can neutralize raw size and power. And for Crawford, the stakes couldn't be higher. Win, and he enters the conversation as one of the greatest pound-for-pound fighters in history. Lose, and critics will call it a bridge too far. But Briggs isn't just throwing out hype. He's pointing to specific cracks in Canelo's armor. When Shannon Briggs says styles make fights, he's not throwing out a cliche. He's digging into the fine print of how Canelo fights and where Crawford could exploit him.
Canelo, he has mastered his style. Now, typically, Latinos, they got their own style versus melanated black people.
One of Canelo's subtle weaknesses has always been the so-called no man's land. That mid-range pocket where he's neither fully pressing nor fully countering. Against certain opponents, like Errol Spence, fighters who controlled that space made them look ordinary. We've seen glimpses of Canelo struggling when faced with movement and unpredictability. Floyd Mayweather, of course, gave him a masterclass in angles and distance. Dimitri Bivol showed how a disciplined jab and footwork could completely blunt Canelo's power game. And more recently, the lesser-known William Skull forced Canelo to chase in awkward bursts, something that always slows his rhythm. Crawford lives in that awkward space, switching stances mid-combination, baiting counters, and forcing opponents to reset when they think they've closed the gap.
Says make a good fight for the people, Terence. He's saying he hopes you don't run. And Turkey has a knockout bonus in this fight. And there seems to be something out there like the way for you to win this fight is to move. Is that true?
Listen. Turkey, you need to put a small ring in the...
His ability to control range with surgical precision, combined with his knack for capitalizing on tiny mistakes, is exactly the type of puzzle Canelo's not eager to solve. For Briggs, this is the stylistic dream match. A sharpshooter with the footwork to make Canelo miss, the counter-punching to make him pay, and the patience to do it for 12 rounds, or until the opening for a stoppage appears. Of course, not everyone's convinced. The boxing community is split, and some of the sport's biggest names aren't shy about saying where they stand.
You know, what about Crawford do you think can bridge the weight gap? Or like with you, what did bridge the weight gap? Because a lot of people are just saying, hey, Canelo's just too big for someone like Terence.
That's true, but you know what? There's always a way. Put it that, there's always a way. There's always a way to win.
Sugar Ray Leonard, the man who's fought and beaten legends, acknowledges Crawford's brilliance, but raises the caution flag. He knows the risk of climbing too many weight classes, reminding fans that size can't be faked, but still says in the right conditions, an upset is possible. Roberto Duran, Hands of Stone himself, gives more tactical advice.
Una pelea muy dura, pero depende de cómo venga el hombre. Tiene que voltear y bajarse, confundirlo. Te paga, sale y él piensa que tú te vas a pagar y le voltea.
Don't try to outbox Canelo exclusively. Mix it up. Brawl when you can, then dance away. Keep him confused. Keep him guessing.
But I think you gotta lean more towards Canelo, because like I said before, he been putting big guys out and down, and Canelo not even really a 68 pounder. He probably really should be at 60 maybe, and he been hurting these guys. I think he be dropping these guys and things like that. So, and them guys be way bigger than him come fight night. I know that for sure. They be probably close to 200 pounds, and he dropping those guys like that. So, I don't know. You know, it's gonna be a great fight. You know, the fans want to see it. So, you know, so be it.
Darren Boots Ennis, one of the brightest young talents in the sport, sides with Canelo, pointing to his proven knockout power against naturally bigger men. If that power worked against light heavyweights, Ennis says it will work against the welterweight moving up.
Man, when you talking about these big fights, you whispering. You said Canelo and Crawford.
Yeah.
Man, come on, man. That's the biggest fight, you know what I mean, in boxing right now. Canelo and Crawford. Crawford stepping up. Man, it's so big, you got Muhammad over there saying something about it. That's how big it is. It came off the bench from the 60s, right, Muhammad? You go back in the 60s? Yeah, well, listen. 60 years of boxing. Canelo is big. And shout out to Crawford stepping up. But does Crawford have to be worried about more things than just boxing? Absolutely.
Bill Haney, father and trainer of Devin Haney, takes a different angle. Not just strategy, but caution. He warns Crawford to be vigilant about what happens outside the ring too, hinting at concerns over possible unfair advantages, even suggesting Crawford should be proactive in requesting testing and oversight.
When you have two great fighters, great things can happen. But I could see even Crawford getting knocked out like Amir Khan style though.
Do you give Terence Crawford any chance to beat Canelo?
I don't see it happening, but he could definitely prove me wrong. But I just think, bro, like, I mean, I've trained with Canelo, I've been around him. Bro can really push back heavyweight, so.
Ryan Garcia is more playful, but no less firm in his stance. He sees the size difference as a free license for Canelo to take risks and fight more aggressively. Still, Garcia admits, if anyone can turn the script upside down, it's Crawford. He's that guy who can shock you. The debate is loud, passionate, and everywhere. In gyms, on podcasts, in fight forums. And every new comment just adds fuel to the fire. With legends, current stars, and trainers all weighing in, the debate has never been hotter. Behind the gloves, behind the hype, Canelo Alvarez is living one of the most significant moments of his personal life. Just weeks before ramping up his fight camp, he and his wife welcome their daughter, Eva Victoria. For any fighter, that's a shift in focus, an emotional anchor, and a reminder that there's life beyond the roar of the crowd. Balancing family joy with the grind of a historic training camp isn't easy. Canelo is splitting his energy between sleepless nights for feedings and dawn runs under the Vegas sun. his social media shows a rare, softer side, cradling Eva one day, hammering the heavy bag the next. But the stakes here mean there's no room for distraction. He's preparing not just to defend a belt, but to defend a legacy. And make no mistake, Crawford will show no mercy. But come fight night, all that matters will be what happens inside those ropes. So here we are, two legends, two visions of the future. Shannon Briggs sees a masterful upset that ends with something nobody has ever seen. Canelo stopped inside the distance. Mike Tyson sees an impossible mountain, a mismatch doomed from the start. They've both been right before. They've both been wrong before. But this prediction is different because on September 13th, in a sold-out stadium under the Las Vegas lights, there will be no debates, no what-ifs. There will only be punches, pain, and a winner. Will this be Briggs's greatest I told you so, or one of his wildest misfires? The answer is coming, and when it does, the whole boxing world will be watching. Let us know your thoughts in comments below. Alright guys, for the best updates on boxing news, moments, events, and actions, subscribe to Knockout Updates and turn on notifications to never miss out on quality content. And check out our other videos. Until next time, peace out.